Time for the J3C Midweek Music News. I'm John. Give me 3 minutes. I'll give you my 3 cents. Consider this the audio companion to my weekly Ready to Rock playlist, which you'll find online at johns3cents.wordpress.com. The rock and active rock radio charts are in for the week. The media-based active rock chart has, comically, tragically, Korn at number 1 again, followed by Alice in Chains. That means the first song worth a damn this week is Lola Montez from Volbeat. Highest debut of the week comes from Escape the Fate. One for the Money is a solid rocker that comes in at number 44. In fact, all 4 songs that entered the National Top 50 this week are good ones. Scott Stapp's solo project, the new one from Royal-Bliss, and Seether all make an appearance. On the mainstream rock chart, it's now 11 weeks at number 1 for Avenged Sevenfold, with Hail to the King, still followed by 3 Days Grace. Highest debut of the week is the return of Asking Alexandria with The Death of Me at number 40. Also worth noting, Charming Liar's New Disorder makes its debut at number 50. Now, if you really want to hear the best of today's hard rock and metal, check out my weekly playlist on Spotify or YouTube. Basically, those are the rock and active rock radio chart stuff, minus all the worthless crap like Korn, Alice in Chains, most of the Pearl Jam, etc., etc., replaced with much better songs that most stations in the U.S. simply don't have enough sense to play. The links are way too long for me to read here. Just hit the blog at johns3cents.wordpress.com, and you'll have easy access to my Spotify Top 40 for the week, as well as my massive YouTube playlist featuring nearly 200 songs. Among the new entries on the YouTube this week is that Royal-Bliss song I mentioned. An acoustic version of Cry Sister, recorded on a recent radio station appearance, will fill the gap until they get around to releasing the actual video. Also added this week, the debut of Pistol Day Parade, a second single release from Blame Shift, the first Eden's Curse single without departed namesake Michael Eden, and as a little something extra, you'll find country-flavored rap rock from Moccasin-Creek, a band that really seems to have come a long way since the first time I heard them. Only Warning, which kind of quietly made its video debut back in August, is a solid song that might put them closer to the leading edge of the niche, along with bands like Rehab and the Moonshine Bandits. It's easily their best work to date, in my opinion. Check out Moccasin-Creek. In other news, legendary bass player Pete Way, best known for his work with UFO, Wasted, and his founding role in Fastway, recently revealed that he's been diagnosed with prostate cancer. The 62-year-old icon gave a remarkably positive interview to Classic Rock magazine this week, thanking fans for an outpouring of support that he admitted had moved him to tears. Luckily, the prognosis appears to be good. The tumor was found early, and after a month of radiation and medication therapy, he plans to be back in action in 2014, supporting his recently completed album, Walking on the Edge. Get well, Pete. We'll be here waiting for you. Speaking of new albums, this week saw the release of new EPs from both Black Tide and Otherwise, the latter being an acoustic project that was recorded primarily on the road over the past year. Next week's scheduled releases include the second part of Five Finger Death Punch's The Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell, which has been streaming on iTunes Radio all this week. I'm John, and that's my musical 3 cents.